I'm loving this new Ultimate Spider-Man book, but I am getting a little worried. It's a bit of a slow burn, as the first 6 issues are a small-scale origin story setting the stage for later adventures. I love a good slow burn, so the pace doesn't really bother me, but it does feel a little, not slowly paced, but badly paced. If the first issue was extra long, and it's the best issue by far. The rest of the issues are regular size, and they rate like they were all meant to be either oversized or at least read together. Each issue lacks a satisfying ending, except issue 1. It feels like you're getting some story while you're reading, and I'm loving it, of course, and then it just kinda ends. No issue feels like a complete story with its own ending or its own hook. They all just end and without a satisfying cliffhanger or closure. It felt kind of hard to return to the book issue after issue, even though I loved the book when I was reading it, but because I wasn't left for hungry for answers, I just a little bit struggle with it. Has nothing to do with itself, the quality, but just the way it's structured. I'd imagine this is the kind of book that will read much better in trade than month to month, so I might switch to that, waiting for the volumes instead of individual issues. I swear if Marvel takes this as a sign this book should be cancelled, I'm gonna appear under someone's bed and plant Legos on the floor when you least expect it. I'm loving the world building. I read Ultimate Invasion, so I do know what's going on in this world, but I kind of wish the book kept it more of a mystery, since Peter and potential new readers don't know about this stuff. It feels really odd to name drop Maker in the intro instead of keeping him completely mysterious. Instead of saying Maker did something, say something has happened that led to World of No Heroes. I'd imagine this excerpt at the start of each issue is more intimidating than informative for someone who's new to comic books, someone who has no idea what Maker is. And it's impossible to explain to your friend in a easy to understand kind of way, you know? The book follows middle-aged Peter, and the middle-aged Peter is more like what Peter used to be in 616. He makes less jokes than the main universe counterpart, and seems to have more of a head on his shoulders, which makes sense. He's a grown man. The competent Peter is a bit of a rare treat nowadays. Seeing him be smart and capable and loving again feels so good. It's not just 616 Spider-Man that I feel like has been lacking. It feels like all Peter Parkers have been emphasizing his incompetence, and I think it's gotten a little stale for me. Peter is his worst enemy. Yes, this is a part of the original Ditko issues. I've talked about it before, but he's still extremely intelligent. And even when he was young, he was capable of maturity. It wasn't like something that didn't happen. He absolutely showed maturity, and that maturity is part of the character. The whole idea of Spider-Man is very mature. It's like something that just gets underrepresented too often. Except Spider-Verse. You're the best, yet again. I think it's super nice to just get the superhero I love back, the one I can look up to. This side of Peter's duality gets forgotten too often, because it is a duality, not just one thing. It's like Batman with his brooding vengeance shtick. I love young, unhinged Batman as much as the next person, but that is not all what Batman should be. It's just one aspect of his character, and that it's more prevalent in one specific stage of it. In order to have a full character, you need him to become a symbol of hope. You need more to him, and too many writers fail at this. To me, Peter's version of this is his incompetence. It's a part of him, yes, but it is more of a young Peter thing that he should be growing out of. Just like Batman should be able to make jokes and be happy, Peter should be able to show off his intelligence and sometimes just be on top of things. Ultimate Spider-Man is like reading a proper Batman story after years of brooding vengeance, unhinged stuff. It feels just good to have this kind of Spider-Man back. The book hasn't quite shown its hands yet. Ben and Jameson's roles in all of this is still pretty much left open. I'm very curious where those plotlines are gonna go. I get a feeling that there's something up with Gwen, but I don't know quite what. Maybe she lost her father and that's changed her possibly for the worse. Like I said in a previous video, her dad is the most important person in her life. Maybe that'll be relevant later on. I don't know. I'm left curious, but not starving for answers. I'm sure the book will deliver a satisfying answer in all of this. I have full faith in Jonathan Hickman and Giacchetto, but so far it's just been set up. And I find it a little lacking a little bit. You have my curiosity, but you don't have my attention. Let me know how you're feeling on the plotlines. Like, am I the only one? Is there any standout plotlines for you? For me, none of them have fully grabbed me yet. I love the characters. I love Peter and his family, but I'm not fully enraptured by the plot. Not yet, at least. MJ's character is probably the single most disappointing thing so far. Like, I love her design, and I love how her relationship with Peter is, but I hope she gets more focus later. I want to know more about this version of MJ. I just don't want to see her be just a supportive love interest. I don't want her to be sidelined. I want her to make decisions that matter for the plot. I want her to have agency. I want her to have her own arc. Since family is so important to this book that the volume 1 is literally named Married with Children, there's a lot of time taken to show how much Peter loves his family, which I absolutely adore. I just want to see their side more. Again, I'm sure the book will deliver on this, like they set up the kids, they seem to... It feels like there's gonna be more to them, but it'd be super weird to make the family such a big part of all of this, only not to use them as proper characters later on. I see setups and potential, but I don't really quite see the bigger picture 6 issues in. That's starting to worry me a little bit, and I don't know, like, I have faith this all will come together very well, but it is something where it's like, okay, like, I like to see this cast now take charge a little bit more. Issue number 1 was my favorite issue so far out of the first volume. To me, it was basically perfect. That ending is gonna go down as one of my all-time favorite Spider-Man scenes ever. Easy, like, not even close. If issue 1 was 5 stars, the rest of the first 6 issues is like 4 stars. It's still fantastic, and I highly recommend the book for anybody who hasn't gotten on board yet. And it might be a little bit of an unfair expectation, but I kind of expect it also to get better. But it is a little bit of a sluggish start. The art of the book is gorgeous. Checheto already has some of my favorite pages in all of Spider-Man. The storytelling is fantastic with a good flow between panels. Even at its massive size, issue number 1 flew by really quickly. I almost didn't realize just how long it is. Checheto draws everyone super attractive in this book. It's a little Romita-esque, except instead of handsome, everyone's super sexy. To a goblin like me, it's almost distracting how attractive these people are. Like, look at these guys. There's a guest artist for issues 3 and 4, David Messina, and I think he absolutely nails it. The book has a unified look between the artists, so Messina's art melds with Checheto's art, creating a very smooth reading experience for the entire thing. Noting on Messina's art, I like how playful it can be. Everyone in this dinner scene, you see everybody eating. It's a little goofy, and I think it helps make the book entertaining. Issue 3 is basically entirely a single dinner scene, and I think Messina manages to make it entertaining, even though it's just talking. And I think this kind of comedy in the way everybody looks is part of it. Props to the man. I like both Checheto and Messina. I think the action is amazing. I love how Peter gets beat up and is bruised up next day. Makes it all feel like it all matters, gives it all a little bit more weight, and makes it all a little bit more real, a little bit more dangerous. The action is intense, and when we finally see Kingpin in action, like, oh, like, he feels like a real threat. Like, he generally feels dangerous because he's just doing real damage. He's playing for keeps, and you can kind of feel how out of depth our heroes are. One of my favorite little storytelling quirks was the Harry's shadow. When Harry's face is covered in shadows, the shadow looks a little goblin-esque, especially with the little eye glint they add in. It makes him look kind of nefarious, and I'm guessing that's a little bit of foreshadowing for the inevitable clash between Goody Two-Shoes Peter and It's a Necessary Evil Goblin. Considering Maker is the grand evil of the universe, the big moral dilemma seems to be about ends justifying the means. How far can we go for the greater good? I'm excited to see how it all develops, and not just in Spider-Man, but the entire new Ultimate Universe. It all feels connected, like coherent. Granted, I haven't read the X-Men or the Ultimates yet, so I don't know how those connect, but I'm gonna guess they play in that same thematic realm, that same moral dilemma of greater good. In summary, Ultimate Spider-Man good, go read. If this flops, I will never forgive you people.